Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again with episode number 2 of the Mission Maracana. You guys went absolutely mental with the support on the previous episode. I was a little bit nervous putting Ultimate Team back on the channel, but you guys eased my nerves no end. Huge support on the first episode. Over 250, almost 300 likes, loads of comments of positive feedback, and it was well viewed as well. So if we could continue that in this episode, I would be forever grateful to you. You guys really do come good every single time I upload a video, so hopefully this series continues to do well. And of course we won our opening game of the World Cup mission, so we get to open 3 packs as per the rules, in the first of which we get a Koke and a William Carvalho. Now I'm actually going to tweak the rules just a little bit to ensure that we're always we're always opening packs and always progressing the team. Previously we were just going to open a pack for every point in the group stage. I think what I'm actually going to do is just go 3 packs for a win, 2 packs for a draw, and 1 point for a defeat, so that we're always opening packs to progress the team, and hopefully we can build a decent side sooner rather than later, because of course this series won't go on for more than a few weeks, because of course the World Cup hype will die down, etc. But we've got a good second pack there as well. Sven Bender and Javi Martinez being pulled in the second pack, and in the third and final pack, it wasn't the best one actually, it was the least exciting of the 3, although we do get a decent right winger there. Musa obviously is a striker, I think, on a normal foot for Zenit, not Zenit St. Petersburg. He's at CSK Moscow, isn't he? Nigerian striker. I will get the correct player eventually, but we get 3 packs, of course, in every single one of, or 3 packs for normal foot in every pack for World Cup foot, so I'll just discard all of those and make sure that it keeps the coin bonus ticking over as well. But we changed a few things for the starting lineup, as you can see. Koke and Javi Martinez are back into the starting lineup to take us into the second game. We sit top of the group after the first game. We come up against a team called Cheshas 11, or Ches has 11, which is rather ironic considering the name of the channel, etc. But this guy has a very strong front 6 with a Palacio, Max Gradle, Yaya Toure, Fernandinho, Hulk and Arturo Vidal. Not the strongest of defences, but as you might imagine, for the majority of the game he was on the front foot. But initially we were able to catch him on the counter-attack. He brings his goalkeeper out, Baba rushes me, and we're able to dink it over him with Koke 4 minutes into his debut, and he puts us 1-0 up. I was absolutely ecstatic with the way that this game started, because I was a little bit nervous, having seen his front 6, how the game was going to transpire. But to get off to such a positive start was pleasing and encouraging, and I was hopefully going to be able to keep that up for the rest of the game. But straight from kickoff, he thought about KSI me. As you can see, the guy goes to run off towards my defensive line, but instead he decides to come out wide with Max Gradle, who's got a lot of pace, plays in Fernandinho, who isn't the slowest of players by any means, crosses the ball in, and apparently 2 defenders decide not to even bother challenging for the ball, despite me rapid tapping B to try and get them to head it clear. And unfortunately Arturo Vidal rises best and heads the ball into the back of the net. And that's one thing that I'm sure a lot of you will have noticed from this World Cup DLC so far, is the fact that not only is there a lot of aids with the deflection goals like that, and we'll see more aids before this episode is out as well, but not only that, there is, of course, it's almost like it was pre-patch on the old gen, on 360 and PS3. Heading is particularly overpowered. You can just tell as soon as someone puts a cross into the box, as soon as you see the layout of the players in the box, you know even if you get to the ball first, you're not going to win the header. And unfortunately, that was the case with that Arturo Vidal goal. And then we got the rebound, but we put Musa in at half time for Samadov, just to try and inject that extra little bit of pace to try and catch him on the counter attack a little bit more if I possibly could. But a lot of this game was just him being on the attack. We get a little bit of aids here, not necessarily aids, so just clear the ball, and it doesn't quite go as far as Andy Carroll. He brings it down, plays in Hulk, and I can't get across to him in time. Hulk's left foot is absolutely godly, and he puts him 3-1 up just before the hour mark, and then does that fancy moustache celebration once again. And in fact, we do end up losing that game. So Mission Maracana has a little bit of a stutter. We won the first game, we lost the second, but we still get to open 1 pack as per the tweak in the rules. So we will do that. Of course, for every game you play, regardless of result as well, on the World Cup DLC, the game actually gives you it itself. It's not me changing the rules or anything, but you get a pack with 1 player in it. And the 1 player on this particular occasion is a striker, and his name is I'm going to try that again. Athanasiadis is his name. He's a Greek striker, 6'1", 76 pace, 75 heading. So might be a decent addition to the side, is what I thought, because Andy Carroll is our only other striker really at the minute in the squad, so we really could do with some rotation options there. We'll try Athanasiadis in the next game, but of course we open the 5k pack for the defeat. We actually put a couple of decent players in here as well, Raul Albiol and Bakary Sagna, that will fit very well into the side chemistry wise. We also pull a couple of half decent looking CONCACAF and Asian players, most notably the centre-back there. The Iranian centre-back looks half decent actually, 70 pace, 70 defending, 74 heading, so maybe he'll see some sort of football in the future when we kind of rotate away from a European side, perhaps after we've won the Cup. We'll try it with different confederations, etc. But for the time being, we're going in again with the European side. This time Insigne's out there on the left-hand side. We've put Athanasiadis into the starting lineup just to see how he gets on, and Bakary Sagna and Raul Albiol are in there as well. This is how the group sits after the 2 games, and in fact it was a rather weird situation. We could go out if we won, if the team above us won by a bigger margin, but equally, on the other hand, we could lose and still go through on goal difference if the team above us lost by a bigger margin, and a point might be enough to see us through regardless. So it really was all to play for in this game. Any result could be enough to see us through to the knockout stages of the World Cup, and again we got off to a decent start. Koke this time getting an assist, playing through Athanasiadis in for Andy Carroll, gets off to a great start on his debut. Koke scored a goal on his debut, this time gets an assist in his second game, setting up another man on his debut, the Greek guy Athanasiadis, and we go 1-0 up after 20 odd minutes or so. And I told Sagna to clear this, and he just kind of turned into the man. Apparently because Scheller was on his shoulder, that means he can't kick the ball as hard as I'm telling him to, and Jackson Martinez nips in to nick the ball away from the defender and calmly slots it underneath the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and we're pegged back at 1-1 in the 37th minute. And then the next goal didn't come until the second half. In fact, it was a beautiful ball through from Fellaini towards Jackson Martinez, although again I'm disappointed with my defender. You'll see from the replay, not the guy that's nearest to Jackson Martinez, but the second guy. He's running with him, tracking the run, and then stops and turns his back just there and then starts to run again. There's no reason as to why he should do that. He just decides that would be the correct thing to do, lets Martinez in behind him, and unfortunately the ball through is absolute perfection and Jackson Martinez puts us 2-1 down. But we fought back this time. Athanasiadis is going to link up yet again with Koke. Koke gets 2 assists, Athanasiadis has a brace, and that was a spectacular volley, something I didn't expect from this guy. I don't know anything about him, I have to be honest, but if he can pull out finishes out the bag like that every single game, he's definitely going to see a lot of first team football for me in the foreseeable future in this series, because that is a wonderful finish. And as we push 10 minutes from time, William Carvalho is going to try and break down the left hand side. He's got Ryan Bertrand in support. Again, there's a man out wide, but we're going to use Athanasiadis again. Turns inside the defender, and the Greek striker has himself a debut hat-trick. 82 minutes in, we are in control, 3-2 up after being 2-1 down, looking like we're going to progress through to the knockout stages of the World Cup. But there's a twist in the tail. Kevin Morales gets on the ball on the right hand side, absolutely skins me in the box, stands the ball up, and despite Sven Bender running at the ball first, me hammering B, Mario Gomez lunges from behind him. I can't decide whether that's just because it's Mario Gomez in the air and he is particularly good aerially, or it's just the fact that heading is overpowered and it made Sven Bender not particularly jump as he should do going up to try and defend the header. But regardless of that, we draw the game 3-3. Athanasiadis picks up the hat-trick. He gets 2 goals for Jackson Martinez and a goal for Mario Gomez, and unfortunately it wasn't enough to see us through to the group, or see us through from the group stage into the knockout rounds of the World Cup at the first attempt. But that's not the end of the world. You know, we don't have a very good side. We've only got a couple of players that are standout, and so far we haven't been able to pack anything that is absolutely game-changing, just kind of average rotation players. So we were hoping in this pack, this one guaranteed player pack that we got at the end of this game, we were maybe going to pick up a player that could make the difference in the side. And of course we do have, because we drew the game and the change to the rules, 2 5k packs to open because we drew that game. So the first single player pack is going to be actually a good game-changing player, hopefully. It's Moussa Dembele. He's more perhaps suited to that cam role that where Koke has been playing, and perhaps even with 74 defending he can sit in a CDM role. We'll have to wait and see. But we're going to open the 2 packs in tomorrow's episode, or not tomorrow's episode, tomorrow will be Thursday. In Friday's episode, of course, this is coming to you in the same slot the World Cup Sticker Book series was. If you don't know what I upload and when I upload it, there is a schedule in the description and on the About page on the channel so that you know exactly what to expect and when to expect it from me. Of course, there was a Chelsea Career Mode episode uploaded earlier on today, so feel free to check that out if you missed it. My Player was uploaded last night. We'll have Chelsea Career Mode and My Player again tomorrow. But as for now, that's all from me, so please do feel free to leave the video a like if you could be so kind, guys. If we could hit over 150 again, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Subscribe if you haven't. There's a link in the top right and in the description, and you'll also find links down below to my Twitter and Instagram as well if you want to follow me over there. But as for now, that's all from me for today, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.